Hello Scrapbookers, this is layout number 4. I am working on a challenge that I've imposed to myself that I've made a kit, a homemade kit from this little paper pack. And what I did was use the color inspiration from the pack to pull in a bunch of other and older supplies. And so I've challenged myself to make 9 layouts. This is going to be layout number 4. And this is a very photo heavy layout. And I didn't end up using anything from this actual pack. So it was just the colors are inspired by, and so it was some of the things that I pulled. Yep, this is it. So if you have a lot of photos that you want to use, this layout actually there are 6 photos. So these are all 4 high, and then these are all 6 high, and they fit perfectly on the page and give me some space to write in the middle. The title's down here, or this little subtitle up here. I like to do that sometimes. Okay, get your supplies together and let's get started. Hello Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott, and this is going to be layout number 4 with my, what do you call it? Make your own kit. So I've already grabbed the photos, so we don't have to go through that craziness. And then I am going to, because I don't like white space, but I'm going to take a design, another design from Anita Designs. That was my number 3. I kind of adapted a sketch from the digital press, and so this is her one that's called Clueless, and so it's like a triangle, and then like a whole bunch of embellishments, story, and then the title is under that. And so she's got lots of white space, but I'm going to adapt that and just put like a ton of, or not a ton, but just a row of photos at the top. I might even put it all the way at the top. So these are photos from my trip out to see my sister, and we drove so long. I don't know what we were thinking. I know what we were thinking, sort of. Okay, so that's kind of my my build up. So let's start with the photos. There's one. And then the reason we went out is because it was going to be my nephew's 18th birthday. So I kind of want to do like this. So yeah, I'm totally going to not, I think what I want to do is totally do the top half of the page with photos, and then the bottom half I'm going to kind of adapt her sketch. So if you want to see the sketch I'm talking about, go to the digital press and check out their site. Even if you're a paper scrapbooker, I think you can learn I think we can learn from that, So maybe not this one. I know, I look kind of crazy in this photo, and I kind of would like to include that just because it was kind of crazy to go all the way out there. Let me see if I can adapt it this way. I think I don't know if I can. It gets way off the topic if I do it that way. But I want to make like a photo cluster. And I've got 4x6 photos that I don't really like to crop that much. I know that that's the trend in scrapbooking right now, to use a teensy tiny little photo and then, a tiny little photo and lots of white space. But personally, I just think that is a waste of space. So I just want to use it all. So I've got this photo of my nephew with this little cake we bought him. It was very anticlimactic when we gave him the cake, and you know, because he's 18. So there's this part of it. And then let me see if I can like trim some of those. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of placement here. Like, okay, let's just say I'm not going to do Anita designs for this one. We'll do it on the next one. This one I'm going to do, it's going to be mostly photos. So it's going to be like this, not trimmed. And then this, and then one more photo, and then tiny bit of, yeah, it's going to be barely the kid at all. But that'll be okay. And then this one here. Okay. This is going to be 4 high. I think I like that. I'm thinking about it. I know that's a lot of photos for one page. I'm good with that though. But I think maybe what I'll do is this. Maybe the little gap will go right in the middle. Like this. I know, you're thinking, what an ugly layout. I know. Every one of them doesn't have to be beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pin it down. I think this maybe needs to go like this. I feel like this just is so dark. I know, they're not the best pictures, but they're my pictures, so here we go. Pinning them down. I'm still conflicted. Yeah, let's do it like that, right? Or maybe. Does it matter? No. It really doesn't. It doesn't. So, yeah, this was spring break last year. You know, with vacation scrapbooking. So the other podcast that I've been listening to is the Digi Scrap Geek podcast. And it's for digital scrapbookers. I've actually been on it twice though. And I'm not a digital scrapbooker, as you can see. I like gluing things to other things. Or I think I do. I just mainly haven't learned Photoshop. Would love to just know it already, but don't. Yeah. I can see the allure of digital scrapbooking for sure. But I just need somebody to show me, like, how do you do it? Like, really sit down with me and hold my hand. A long time ago, we got a new program at the office, which I actually wanted. It cost like $20,000. I'm not even kidding. It was really expensive piece of software. We got it, I don't know, probably like a long time ago. You know, I guess when you could charge $20,000 for a piece of software. And I was like, we need this piece of software. And it took so long to learn it. And we actually, you know, we went through 2 different horror stories of the software because, maybe like this. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. I think I just want my daughter's annoyed face here to be looking at my nephew. Who kind of like ultimately annoyed us a little bit. But anyways, this piece of software took me a long time to, it didn't take me that long to actually learn it. I was actually pretty committed to learning it, so I did. I am capable of learning software, it's true. I can even read like 300-page instruction manuals when I absolutely have to. Hold on. Yeah, so I learned this piece of software that we paid a lot of money for at the office. And I put all of our information into it and blah, blah, blah. We had it for about 3 months. I was working like all the time, you know, all day, every day. When my kids were babies, so like missing out on time with my babies to do this software, and ultimately realized that it wasn't. The first program that we bought was crap. And so, or it wasn't complete crap, but it really didn't do what it said it was going to do. And we paid a lot of money, and we were committing, you know, this is how we're going to work, you know. So it was pretty important that I be completely delighted with it, and I wasn't. So, long story on that one is we got our money back for the program after a lot of debate with the company, and they finally did, because I think, you know, their product really was inferior, and it totally was. Yes, it was. And then we got the other company that was offering the same program. We bought that, and then we've been with it ever since. But yeah, I had to learn a whole new program all over again. Whew, you know. So I'm thinking like piece of tape, title. I don't know where the kit's going to come into this, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, well, this is one of the things I picked for the kit. That's not going to go all the way across, though. Isn't that annoying when that doesn't do that? Not as annoying as computer software problems, for sure. Anyways, yeah, let me do long story short on that whole thing. So the point is, I can learn computer software when I need to. I can even be, like, pretty smart about the whole thing. But for my hobby and for funsies, do I want to go through all of that learning process? No, I don't. I want a total shortcut. I don't want the shortcut to be a class that I learned online. I want it to be like, just someone has uploaded the information to my brain, and I just instantly know it. Yeah, right. See, this could work too, but what's really bothering me is that these aren't going all the way across. Gosh, that's annoying. Again, first world problems, but so I'm going to have to do some kind of a little sheet at the end here because it's not going all the way across. Oh, so annoying. So that's why I'm not a digital scrapbooker. But I really do like the digital scrapbooking products, and I love the templates. And I love the fact that digital scrapbooks are so much thinner and easier to store than paper scrapbooks. So the part that I don't love is I just don't know Photoshop, and apparently you need to know it. But honestly, it's been a long time since I even tried to learn it. I don't know. Somehow I'm kind of still grumpy about even trying to learn it. Because I bought it twice. And have, you know, tried to, like, sort of half-heartedly tried to learn it and didn't. And was frustrated and felt like, oh, how am I not smart enough for this, you know? But it just didn't seem very intuitive. I like when a computer program is like, here's the general gist of like what needs to happen, and then it's like pretty easy to figure it out, you know, and then maybe you just have to look up this or this to figure out like some tweaky little thing, but it's not a big deal. And I just felt like with Photoshop, and still when I go in there, I still feel like I don't get the overall point of it. It doesn't make sense to me. Do any of you that are watching or listening, do you, have you done digital scrapbooking? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What happened? I would like to know. Tell me all about it. Because I know Debbie Hodge sometimes will watch my videos, and she's a digital scrapbooker. She says she just likes to listen to me blabber on, which is so funny. Because when I was up at her house, I'm pretty sure I was like blah 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 blah, and then I was like, I think I was bugging her. I think I was bugging you, Debbie. Not like total, just, yeah, I can sometimes talk. Trip. Alright, I'm just going to put that there just because I need that to go all the way across. It's not, what I really should have done is like kind of mix those up a little bit more, but oh well, I didn't do that. No biggie. So does that look straight? Not really. Do we care? Not really. No, we don't. Let's not go any further with that. Let's see. So what can we bring in from the kit? Or what can we I do? So these are some of the things I pulled. These are little, I wonder if I can, oh, haha. That's funny because that needs to come out so I can do it on a layout with her. I have another one that says that word, nerd. She's a nerd. It's my sister. Oh, and this is spring break. Oh, these will work. So I pulled these as part of, so what may end up happening with this layout, right? Or even the next one, is that I pulled all these things that fit into, where did it go? I'm gonna say, where did that fit into the color scheme of this, so that I could make a kit. But in the kit, while I'm making these pages, I don't have to use this paper on every single layout. So that might be what happens here. But I think these are giving me inspiration for like the next layout. Yes. On that, in like the chain of inspiration, what is super interesting is, my sister always says, "What's up?" And that says, "What's up?" Okay, so I started talking about the Did You Scrap Geek podcast. Yes, I did. And one, they did a whole thing on vacation scrapbooking. Two, I forgot. I was just going to tell you something. I don't remember. Anyways, I listened to the Did You Scrap Geek podcast, and I've been on it. I've been on it twice, talking about family history. Yes, which I haven't been doing a ton of lately, or I haven't been doing a ton of the research lately. And I think there's been some changes since I did my research before. Okay, I think I just figured out what I'm gonna do. It just took me 10 years to do it. Hold on. Okay, back. So the inspiration that I'm going to take from Anita Designs is she had like these two triangles on the edge. I like that. I'm going to do that. How am I going to do that? So I want to have like triangle like this. And then let me just see how that's going to work. I don't know. It's the short answer to that question. I don't know. I would kind of like it to be a map theme. And I do have these map stickers, but my like kind of issue here is, how do I make those into triangles? I know that shouldn't be like that, like head scratchery, but it seems like it is. Okay, so I don't want to, I have these two map stickers, which appear to be about the same size, but I want both sides to be the same. So I'm going to cut them in half. And then what I did before was you find the halfway point and then cut like this. And then like this. And yeah, that works. Yes, it does. Sure it does. Okay, so you just like kind of fold it in half, and then you make a little crease where the middle is on one side, and from where that was, then you just cut from there to the corner. And same deal on the other side. Ta-da. Okay, so it's definitely not exactly like Anita Designs because she had so much white space, but it is using these little triangles, which I feel like are still, I'm still loving them, and they're still trendy, and I'm good with that. So now my title. And I kind of think I want it to be like the long trek, the long journey. And I would like a scripty kind of a title. I don't know what I'm going to find or how I'm going to do that. Let me see. Let me see what I have that's already printed that I won't have to like go to my Silhouette and make. I've got this. Got this. I pulled this. This wasn't originally there, but I don't think I'm going to use that. Got those ugly letters. I don't think I'm going to use those. Actually, let me just step out of my kit and see if I have a full-size sticker sheet that has some kind of a script word that will work in a title. So I'm right near you. I haven't left, but I'm just looking through my close by. All right, I found this. That's also basic gray, by the way, so the colors will match, I think. I used to keep all of my sticker sheets together, and then I jumbled everything up. I'm not sure if I'm glad I did that or not, but I'm not turning the camera off to go look, because I kind of want you to see just how long it's going to take me. Like, so still not too long, not super long. Okay, so I pulled some more things. This is a scripty font, and letter stickers weren't part of the deal when I made up this kit. This I think will work color-wise, so I'm really just trying to match these colors. I think this is basic gray. The colors totally match. No, this is crepe paper, but the colors totally match. Oh yes, they do. So this is some kind of like autumn thing. Autumn, it's not autumn leaves. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I think that's crepe paper, and this is Kelly Perky. The colors are the same. For real. So that works. Oh, there's a little airplane. That would be funny. Okay, so there's a little airplane here. And his name is River Elms. And is Elms the thing that has the acorn? Or is that an oak tree? What does an acorn come from? Do you know? I have to look that up because his last name is Elms. But this could be funny because, like, we should have flown because it took so long to get out there. And then with the car, or like, next time we're gonna fly. Something like that. So I'm not going to totally stick these down yet, but I think that could be sort of funny, especially to me, because I did all the driving. It was so long. So maybe the car is going to go down here, because this is like, I don't know if it's going to, but this would draw attention to us, because we're down here like tiny. And so let me just place this here, and it's on the road, so haha, funny. Isn't that funny? I'm hilarious. I know. So funny. My kids think I'm so funny. I'm kidding. Of course, if you're the parent of a preteen, you already know that. So there we go. And then, how about like one more thing? Oh yeah, I was going to look up about the acorn. So, and then I think even if I do it like this, I could almost put the title maybe here, maybe here. Oh, we were so tired when we got there. It was crazy. Okay, yeah, I have to look up about acorns and elms. I will be right back. Okay, so acorns are from oak trees. And elm trees, I think, have leaves like this. So we can use this. This seems too red, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's cute though, and I am hilarious. So there's that. I don't know. So I kind of want to just draw attention to him and maybe put something light up there because it's so dark up there. So maybe just like having a little leaf hanging down and kind of pointing at him. I know that looks weird, but he's weird. He's not weird. He's my sweet nephew, but I don't think he realized that we drove out there just to see him, you know? Because he was like, yeah, we didn't see a lot of him. My kids were like, what the heck? Like, I don't know. So I don't think we're going to use the car because it's just like, it's way too much. But so we've got nah, and then let's put something down there and say nah about that too. How about 1, 2, 3? Because that's 1, 2, 3, the three of us. And that will, I know, that's weird too, but it's okay. It is weird. I have weird sense of embellishments. The long road. I think I am not going to, I think I'm not going to do a title. Maybe. I think I'm just going to write. But I am going to just do a little, the lines, because I think that helps. So here we go. Whoops. Yeah. And I'm going to do my thing again. Ballpoint pen. Yes, I am. All right. Okay, so River was going to turn 18 years old, and Jenny was talking about moving to Massachusetts when I'll be back. Hey, so I'm back, and I kind of finished off camera. So I finished the journaling, and then I actually took that 1, 2, 3 away from down here because it just wasn't the right color. It just wasn't. I did want to draw attention to the fact that we were in that photo because we're tiny in that photo, but the 1, 2, 3 was like this bright green, which really didn't match with the other embellishments. So the embellishments do form a triangle. I don't think this is the most awesomely constructed page because these, yeah, it's okay though. Every page doesn't have to be the most awesomely constructed page. But I put 3 leaves because there were 3 of us going to visit, and we were going to go visit 2 of them. I should have put another leaf up there, but I didn't have one that was small enough, and it's fine. You get the point. This points at the cake, and then these kind of represent the 3 of us, and then that kind of led me to the title. So I added the date with letter stickers up here. I know it's hard to read them, but I also wanted to use a lighter color because this photo was so dark. It's not as dark, like when I look at the screen, it looks much darker than when I'm looking at it. It's actually not as dark as it looks, really. And then I came up with the title, like Family Matters. So why do you take these crazy long trips across the country that are like, 24 hours from here to here? And this was a screenshot from my trip there. And, oh, it was long. It was a long, long trip. Anyways, that's why, because family matters. And I see that's a little crooked. I should just just a tiny bit. So yeah, my husband called and said, "Oh, band's canceled, and how'd you like to go to a movie?" And so then I looked up all the movies, and there's nothing playing that all three of us will like. It just isn't gonna happen. So I'm gonna go figure out what the three of us are gonna do tonight. The other three of us. So it will be minus my daughter because she's at a friend's house. But that's the layout, and that was the CD. There's my finger. But yeah, that's the layout, and that was layout number 4. So I didn't actually use any papers from that 6x6 kit, but that's totally fine because I took the color inspiration from there, and yeah, it still works. I still get those supplies out because of the kit, even though I'll qualify, even though I did pull these out at the last minute. So yeah, I think set up some rules for yourself for scrapbooking from a kit, but then be totally fine with if you break your own rules. It's cool. Believe me, it is. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll be back with number 5.